Today's PARC is about the children with developmental disabilities and delays who benefit from programs focused on early intervention specific to each of their needs. At PARC's Children's Services, hundreds of children each year have countless opportunities to reach their developmental milestones.
Delaney was diagnosed with type 1 fiber disproportion, which is a rare muscle disorder that should only affect her muscles physically. It should not affect her cognitively. So she also received the diagnosis of intellectual disabilities. So we went from going into the hospital to have a perfectly healthy, typical little girl to going in and having a child that we didn't know if they were going to make it. And I've lived in St. Pete forever, and I've known about PARC because I'm in the area. So when her health got up to where we thought that she could go into a preschool, I contacted PARC and talked to Julie, and she invited me to come in for a tour. And within a few weeks, Delaney started at Discovery Learning Center. PARC has meant the world to our family. Because of PARC, I've been able to go back to work. PARC has helped us with the transition from going from preschool into public school. They have helped us with therapies. Delaney still continues to see the therapist that she saw while she was attending PARC. Of course, Delaney is our biggest treasure, but I really don't know where our family would be without PARC.
Today's PARC is about the adults who are able to achieve independence and gain self-confidence. Adults at PARC look forward to their choice of enjoyable and purposeful activities. All of the day training experiences enable each individual to feel empowered and ultimately lead to more participation in the community.
Deborah's week starts Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Deborah is in Innovations, where she works. Wednesday, she has a 12 o'clock appointment with the spa to get her nails done. She does drama 2 days a week. It's usually Monday and Wednesday with American Stage, which is our local drama group. Tuesdays, Thursdays, she's in the art studio. She loves to come to the art studio. She does go to a computer room. Deborah has a very rounded situation. She has become much more confident, much more independent, and her self-esteem has improved a lot. As a parent, PARC has, in my opinion, gone the extra mile as far as bringing Debbie to her potential, as far as caring, as far as giving her opportunities that she may not have had otherwise.
Today's PARC is about a loving and safe place for 94 individuals to call home.
He really was a happy baby. But then at about a year, I noticed he wasn't developing as the other children had developed. And I was quite concerned about it.
Bobby always got along with people. Bobby could smile, and even though he might not be able verbally to communicate his ideas, he could communicate in many other different ways. And so he always got along with people. I guess my frustration as his father was just that there never seemed to be any kind of medical things that could help him. I had worked in a medical school, I'm a biochemist by training, and I had always hoped that maybe somebody would have a magic pill or a magic shot or something like that, and it would bridge whatever his neurological problems were. But that never happened, but it never really seemed to bother Bobby. Bobby seemed to be able to put him in a place he'll find the answer.
But it bothered me. It bothered me from the standpoint I knew that he was going to, if we were not here, he was going to have to be dependent on somebody. And we had wanted our children to always be independent, to be strong, to make their own way. And he was this beautiful child that was not going to be able to do that. And then someone told me I should meet Bert Mueller. And I met him, and things happened from there. And we came over to PARC, and we were so pleased. We really were pleased with PARC, because what we saw was just what Bobby needed. You know, he needed a place where he could call home.
Today's PARC helps families who make sacrifices for their children to make sure they have the quality of life we all deserve.
My name is Christine Carrington, and I have a 16-year-old son that lives in the cottage. I'm not his biological mom. My husband's the biological father. Whenever Jacob was about 6 months old, the biological mom hit him in the head with a glass baby bottle. Since the abuse, he was diagnosed with cerebral palsy. He has vision issues, he has seizure disorders, and of course he has mental disabilities. He is very social, probably the most social person. He always loves to be around people. He's very witty and humorous. He loves music, loves food to a fault. My experience with the cottage has been very, just everything is positive. He is just so much happier, more independent. He just, you make me cry. Sorry. He's just so much happier, and he does the things that I can't. You know, a lot of times we were so trying to do the physical needs, you didn't have that quality of life. You know, if you're leaving your kids somewhere, you know, whether it's overnight, whether it's with a friend's house, whether you always want to know that they're safe. And so I feel he's safe.
Today's park is strong because of its history, because of its grassroots efforts, and because of its supporters coming together to help PARC.
I still get choked up a little bit when I go through, anytime I come through PARC, I see all the loving, caring people that work at PARC that have been here for some of them upwards of 10 to 20 years. And I just know that, I know it's a great organization, and I know I want to be a part of it. The people that PARC serves are, they're energetic, they're enthusiastic, they're loving, caring people. You know what, they're not any different than you and I. All they want, I thought about this a little bit, and I think that all they want is the things that everybody else wants. They want acceptance, they want affection, they want approval, and they want attention. You know, and PARC staff has done a fantastic job of giving that to them for over 60 years, and they strive to do it every day.
PARC believes in a community where children are excelling and reaching their developmental milestones. Adults are achieving independence and gaining self-confidence. And the community is embracing people with disabilities.